Alright, the highlights from Greatstockpix.com live trading chat room on Monday. I'm going to be pretty short today, and as always, I'm going to cover the SMS calls for our SMS service in this video as well. Ross Stores, if I take today's candle out of it, was something that I kind of had on my back burner on watch. I felt like it was overdue for a bounce. You had the big volume sell-off here, and then kind of a more narrow day. Switching to today's intraday chart, looked basically like this when I came up with my entry idea on our OST. 5709 with a 5685 stop. And so basically this little base here with the high of day to the left, I figured the base break might get us through the high of the day and maybe some short covering. And there's the trigger, there's the high of day break. And it just grinded higher really all day. So that was one idea. Again, 56, let me try that one more time. 5709. Stop about 24 cents below. It went up about 86 cents a share. Skyworks, one of our all-stars, R. Brown, came up with this idea, and I'll show you what it looked like on his call. It looked just like this. Okay, so you had a pretty good sell-off after a big sell-off yesterday. I should say Friday. Okay, so you had a pretty good sell-off. You had one of the things we look for. You had shape change. These are 5-minute candles. If you loosely connect the tops of the candles, right about here you can see the shape change. Okay, so and then you had this old doji candle. So a lot of signs that this possibly bottoming today. And then you get the bounce and then this tight base. So R. Brown, his call was over this base. And just the way we teach in chat, if you take this call, if it rolls over, you're back out. So in other words, a base break to the upside, stop below this base. All right, 1956 was R. Brown's idea. Stop was basically 1946, about a dime below. Whoops, I stand corrected. 1944, 12 cents below. And there's the trigger, and look what happens. Remember, the stop goes below this base, never even considers looking back, and just grinds higher literally all day. Probably the call of the day in the chat room from R. Brown. Just beautiful. Anytime you get a 1956, 12 cents risk, and it moves up $1.33 from there, without stopping out, that's a really nice call. Congrats to R. Brown. Stephen B. called Coach, C-O-H. This is the daily 5-minute candles here, and it looked like this, sorry, when Stephen B. called it. Basically, he called a high of day break. In other words, it looked like this. If it gets to 57.10, that's the long. Stop's going to go below this base, about 20 cents risk. There's the trigger, stop 20 cents below. And another one that pretty much grinded higher most of the day. So Coach, it doesn't look like much on the daily, but on 20 cents risk, moved up 86 cents a share. Not too bad. And I'm going to go into the SMS picks. I sent out 2 today. MCO. All right, here's the daily. MCO is coming down, basically filled this gap. You had the whole number 46, which was resistance before. You also had the 20-day here. So you had a few reasons why. The gap fill, price support, and the 20-day, okay? And then on an intraday basis, and by the way, I got to give hats off to Stephen B. because he alerted this to the room. Remember, one of the things we look for in the room is shape change. And Stephen B. typed in, when it looked like this, something like MCO shape, which is what we request our members and all-stars to type in something like that, so it draws the stock to our attention. And here's the shape change. You can see it. See the tops, and all of a sudden you get this shape change volume. So when it looked like this, I went ahead and switched to a lower time frame and put out an SMS alert on it. In other words, I saw what I just showed you. I saw the 20-day there, the gap fill, and the price support, what was recent resistance. So I liked it on every level in this area. When it started to put in this green candle here, this candle wasn't complete yet when I sent out the SMS alert, which was MCO at 4606. Okay, and that's what it was when we sent out the alert. And look at that. It doesn't look like much, but it ended up going to 4681. So again, didn't stop out. We almost picked the bottom clean there, and we got almost an 80-cent move on that one. And the other one was FTNT. Almost picked the bottom clean on this one too. The call was at 1940, and this one didn't tear it up, but it went to 1976 at its highest. And let me show you our SMS results page real quick. Okay, and this is the SMS results page. Let's just show you real quick how this works. These are the 2 calls from today. Since we started the service, we've only had 1 stop out. They did a stop out, and most of them, this column is if the profit you would have on only 300 shares. So this is, you can trade these how you want, but we've set the service up to take the entry and take it small, so you don't have to micromanage the trade. These are, most people that are using this service are at work or can't be in the live chat room at the time. So anyway, it's been very successful. I'm trading these myself and making money on these nice bonus money in addition to our day trading money. So pretty proud of the service. It's going really well so far. And this column here is just if you took the entry that you got on your text alert on your phone. Some people use their email. And then if you just sold it right before the close or right at the close, you can set it up to sell at the close. You've only had, well, most of them have been nice winners. And if you look at this column on 300 shares again, at their highest, some pretty nice profits there. And every one of them have at least offered some profit after the entry. All right, I'm not going to babble about that any further, but that's been kind of a fun little extra money service I got going there, that I'm trading these and adding to our day trade profits just by taking these quiet little small amount SMS trades as well. So that's it for the day. Pretty good day, and remember, don't forget to vote tomorrow, and who knows what's going to happen tomorrow with the election. Should be some whippy trading this week, I think, because of the election, but who knows what to expect. We will take it 5 minutes at a time. All right, talk to you guys later.